What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It is HorrorFan34, and welcome to another video. And once again, welcome to another convention recap video. Just came off of doing the New Jersey Horror Con, convention recap, and I forgot to mention the prices on. Maybe prices aren't really that important, so I probably won't mention them because they're all worth it no matter what. So I'm not gonna stress too much about redoing the video over again and all that stuff because I did a great job with it. But getting on to this convention recap, I went to the Chiller Theatre convention up in Parsippany, New Jersey, this past weekend, or last weekend I should say, and it was a great time overall. This is my third time going to Chiller. I went there April of last year and October of last year, so this is my third time going to Chiller. Always a great time. I had a great time with the first two, especially the first one where I met Priscilla Presley, James DeBello, and the second time I went around I met Kevin Dillon. So always a great time over. They get so many great guests over there, a lot of rare guests as well. And I managed to run into Johnny Horror once again, so I'm one of the Rock Out the Shirt again to support my buddy Johnny Horror, so go check him out. So just another great convention overall. And so I figured I get on to the people that I met, and I actually want to show one Blu-ray that I actually got from the show. I'm actually get it over here. Might as well just show this before I get to the autographs and all that stuff. But I did pick up one Blu-ray from the Vinegar Syndrome table, The Tunnel, which is a really good found footage horror film. Definitely one of my favorites of the genre of found footage. So never even knew, and I think this is Umbrella Entertainment was by Vinegar Syndrome. They had this on their table, so we'll figure I picked that up. So that's the only pickup from the convention. It's the only one. Okay, so now we're getting on to the autographs and things like that. I met 3 people at this convention. So the first one that I met was Saverio Guerra. All of you know him as, if you're Bob from the TV show Becker. He's also been in like Summer of Sam, Bad Boys, and among other movies. I of course wanted him on Becker. I'm a huge fan of the show Becker with Ted Danson, and I'd probably say he's like Saverio Guerra and the other one's kind of a tie between the top guests of the show. But Saverio Guerra was a really cool guy. Really nice guy. He was doing this on my shirt, like pointing. He's like, Dice, because he's a New Yorker himself, just like Dice. And Saverio Guerra, in a way, talks just like his character Bob. He's like, like very hyper, very talkative, and things like that. So he was asking me my name, and he's like, okay, I promise I'm not gonna fuck this up. Like, imagine a Bob from, Becker, but more cursing and things like that. So, Saverio Guerra, just a really funny guy. He's like, I promise, don't fuck this up, Saverio. Get his name right. So, and I was asking him, like, how he was enjoying the show and all that stuff. And he said he was a little hesitant to do the show because he didn't think many people would come up to meet him because he didn't think many people would remember Becker. But, from my understanding, he was having a blast and things like that. So, just an overall, just great guy overall. Really funny and talkative and just really cool guy overall. So, I'll do the same thing with the other ones that I did and all that stuff with pictures and all that stuff. So, here is my picture with me and Saverio Guerra. And here's a picture of Saverio Guerra signing my Becker DVD. And the autographed item of that. Okay, so moving on to the next one. The next person that I met had the longest line out of the 3, and I really wanted to meet her, and she definitely did not disappoint. And I met Christy Swanson. What more can be said about what she's been in over the years? Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Deadly Friend, Flowers in the Attic, and Big Daddy, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, and just countless and countless amounts of movies. But I really wanted her on Red Water, which is a really underrated killer shark movie with Lou Diamond Phillips. So I got up to Chrissy's table, and Chrissy was a definite sweetheart, really, really nice lady, was talking with everybody and laughing and things like that. So I asked her, does she get many Red Water DVDs? And she's like, actually, someone actually brought one up to me, and she went over and grabbed it from her table, and someone like gave it to her, and she kept it as a souvenir because they gave it to her as like a gift or something like that. So she's like, yeah, someone already gave me a DVD. So and I'm like, oh man, someone already beat me to it, and we were laughing about that. So and just like I said, I run into good luck with the celebrities. I don't know how, but she signed the front cover of my DVD, and then when as we were talking and all that stuff, she signed my disc. She signed the disc, and she gave me a second autograph for free. And she didn't even need to do that. And I told her, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that you gave me a second one, because I wasn't really paying attention because we were talking and all that stuff. And she's like, yeah, I like to do this with DVDs, and people seem like it's more complete and things like that. And she was so cool. Like, she was taking her time fanning off the marker where she signed us, so that way it got dry, and she was fanning it and things like that. So as she was fanning, she was still talking with me and talking with everybody and things like that. And when it came to time to take the picture and all that stuff, there was no one really around to take the picture, and she volunteered. She's like, oh, come here, I'll take the picture. And she was taking selfies with me. She probably took like 4 selfies with me, and they came out really, really nice. So that'll be the picture that I'll be showing. And then after the selfies and all that stuff, she thanked me. She gave me a hug and thanked me for coming out, and just an overall great lady overall, Christy Swanson. So here is my picture with me and Christy Swanson. And here's a picture of Christy Swanson signing my Red Water DVD. And the autographed item of that. And I actually show both of them in here because she signed both the cover and the disc. So here they are. Okay, moving on here to the last person that I met. The last person I met was Susan Olsen, Cindy Brady herself from the Brady Bunch. I was kind of deciding who I wanted as my third person, because I really wanted to be James Remar, but he unfortunately canceled, and I really wanted him on Tales from the Dark Side. But since he canceled, I was trying to figure out who my third person was going to be, and I ultimately decided on Cindy Brady, Susan Olsen. Susan Olsen was a nice lady as well, really great lady. She's actually a big fan of Andrew Dice Clay, because as soon as she saw my dice chair, she went, "Oh, Dice," and she went, "Mary, Mary, quite contrary." And I finished the nursery rhyme, and we were laughing our ass off and things like that. So it's pretty cool, you know. Susan Olsen is a big Dice fan, so we were talking a little bit about that, and just an overall great lady overall. So it was really cool just to meet someone from the Brady Bunch, because I don't think the Brady Bunch people really do too many shows. Robert Reed and Florence Henderson have now passed away, and Andy Davis has now passed away, so I don't think really too many of the kids do a lot of shows. So kind of cool to get someone from the Brady Bunch. So here is my picture with me and Susan Olsen. And here's a picture of Susan Olsen signing the 8x10 that I picked out. And her autograph on the item. And so that is it, everyone. That is it for this convention recap video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Chiller Theatre recap convention. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.